Hi, for this video we're going to have a little look at how I apply a Sigafoo's Series 2 shoe. So here we've got a mare with quite weak compromised feet. She's actually lame in her right forward to walk. And firstly we're going to remove her old shoes, which are off the shelf Sigafoo 1 shoes with the addition of a 3D pad to offer a little bit of frog support. So what we do is we cut the Kevlar link between the foot and the shoe, and then you can see the shoe just basically lifts off. And what we'll do then is we'll bring the foot forward and we'll remove the actual Kevlar cuff, which gets attached to the outer dorsal wall using acrylic glue. Once that's done, we'll use an old rasp and we'll basically clear away any of the excess glue on the foot. So this mare, as I say, she's got weak compromised feet. She's got a couple of very deep cracks at the dorsal aspect of her foot around the toe area. So we avoid that area with the Kevlar. We'll cut it out and we'll avoid covering that area so that we can carry on treating the cracks. So we're going to trim her foot. We're going to take very little off the sole, but we're going to bring back her heels and we're going to try and bring the base of support back underneath her, reduce her breakover, and have a look at the shoe fit. So before we carry on with the trim, we'll remove any excess Kevlar cuff that we don't need. This is particularly around the heel area. So the cuff generally will finish at the heel quarter. And as I say, because this mare has a couple of toe cracks, we're going to remove the Kevlar around the toe area. So you can see there we're missing the whole area of the cracks, and that'll allow us to carry on treating the cracks. So here we're just taking a couple of routine radiographs just to see how the mare is progressing. And once they're done, we're going to finish our trim. We're going to use the radiographs as a guide. And now we're going to take a trace drawn, and this is basically so that the Sigafoo Series 2 are handmade shoes, they're made to measure. And basically we'll take a drawing of the foot so that next time we can get an exact replica of the foot each time. So as the foot changes, the shoe size will change and sometimes the shoe design will change. So we apply the cuff, as I say, with acrylic glue. And here we're just impregnating the glue through both layers of the cuff. We're sort of making sure it impregnates it fully. And then we're going to put a little bit of glue over the outer wall where the actual cuff will attach. So we're going to set the shoe in place. We're going to use our hands to mould the cuff in right up level with the wall. And then we're going to use an industrial cling film wrap. So I'll use 7 or 8 wraps the first time and break it off and generally just check the fit. Make sure it's nice and exactly where we want it. And once I'm very happy with the precision, we'll fully wrap the foot. Putting pressure on the wrap to make sure it's holding everything in place and pulling the Kevlar cuff into the foot. Because it's wrapped, we can set the foot down almost immediately and we'll allow the glue to set, which takes about 10, possibly 15 minutes. And here we'll just remove the cling film wrap once it's all set. I'm just going to clear away any of the excess Kevlar from the cracks and just make sure they're not interfering. And the great thing about these Sigafoo Series 2 shoes, they're made to measure. In this case, we've got a hospital plate window. You can have rails, you can have a full covering along the bottom, you can have leather pads in. I think they're great shoes. They're probably the best shoe in my experience for horses with compromised feet, especially mares with laminitis. And you can see the mare is a lot more comfortable straight away. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video, and I hope you found it enjoyable and informative. So, thank you.